Boom, boom, boom.
So here we are. Let me play some music in the background here.
Greetings.
Share the link.
Yes.
All right, thank you. Check out the Vose rendition of "There She Goes," or follow them because that's their channel. You can go check out more of their music. That's their channel link. Or did you share the link I gave? That's not the link I gave.
I shared the link to the song.
I gave you the link to their channel so
Okay.
people could go look at some of their other music. She's got a really good voice.
Well, once you're in the video, you can look for the channel with just one click. But okay.
I know a duo means that they're probably doing the same thing, right? Duo. I consider if you have more than one person playing with you, if you are the singer and you have a guitarist for a compliment, that's not a great band, but it's a band.
Fuck off.
I consider when because I remember because I am a group when I do a lot of my music because I play all the instruments.
You are a group because you're never fully alone.
But I did love it when I was on Xbox, and my call sign, if you ever look for me on Call of Duty, is Cohen's Ghost. And so yes, see, there you go. One-man bands. There you go. Courtney in my corner, Anima.
Where one-man band has to play more than instrument at the same time.
In your
Exactly.
face.
Exactly.
Anima.
That's a different thing. A one-man band with multiple instruments. That's multiple instruments. That makes a band.
So it's a two-man band, but with girls, so a two-girl band. So she loves you, but she's on my side on that one. She agrees.
I need to do this.
This bickering is pointless.
Yeah, thank you.
Man,
it is Friday, end of the week for most people with a girl. It happens. Not saying it's great, but it does happen.
Fuck off.
I see my buddy Jacob is here. And of course, Courtney's here. Andy Morrow is here. Is Andy Morrow ever gone? I don't know if that guy ever sleeps. Snorter Poop is here. Hello, Slasher Fred is here. What's up, Slasher Fred? Gambit 87. Gambit was first in the house, wasn't he?
Yeah, like 5 hours ago. He was super early.
Were you really in here 5 hours before the show, Gambit, or just dropping in, posting, and then leaving?
Dude, that everybody does that to ensure they have the first comment.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right. It's a hobby for some people to be the first in chat. Like as soon as they posted something.
Sometimes I have beaten Tim on Joe's channel, and I fucking love it to rub it in.
So I see D Bud Martin is here too. What's up, buddy? Was your ear burning? Because we talked about you the other day, D Bud. So we're going to talk about a film that's actually one of my favorite little gems from the 90s. It came out in 93. Has the gorgeous Nancy Travis in it. She has one of those all-consuming smiles that just when she smiles, you go, and you can't help it. You're like, you have the worst day in the world. Man, I got fired. Caught my wife cheating on me. I got abducted by aliens and had an anal probe. Oh, there's Nancy Travis smiling. Oh, hi. I wrote a screenplay called The Bad Day, and that was the story. The guy got fired, had his car taken from him as he was coming out of his ex-job. He gets home, catches his wife sleeping with his best friend, so he loses his best friend and his wife. And when he goes outside, he's like, what's the worst that can happen at this point? And then he gets abducted by an alien. I thought that was funny. He's on the ship, and he's like, oh God, this is so weird, but this isn't so bad. and then they start chattering behind him, and you see the anal probe, and that's it. Anyway. Wow, Gary, you wrote a screenplay? Man, I envy. I've written a lot of stuff. I'm a writer too. It's just I struggle with writing because I'm a visual person. And what I like doing, and I've met other guys like this, I basically storyboard my screenplays out and then look at it, and then I begin writing if I have to. But I've written some good stuff. Tom Conkle loves my screenplay, The Darker. Because Sweden used to export the whole American content on television at the time.
Oh, Pope Gary.
Yeah, Pope Gary the 18th. We do have a new pope. It's first time ever an American. It was the first time with Pope John Paul II. He was the first Polish pope, and then Pope Benedict was the first pope to formerly be a brown shirt, and then the last one, first pope to be a communist, and now we have this pope here. And one of the first things some of the news agencies went out there saying yesterday was very anti-Trump statements and stuff like that. But Pope gave, Trump gave him a shout out. So I'm hoping he's a little more politically savvy than that, but we'll see. So
Well,
Jacob, how are you, brother? Jacob, did you go to John's wedding? I meant to ask you that before, and I forgot to ask you. I'm sorry. Did you play again the sound clip? Vamonos. No, I'm not going to play it, Gambit, because you asked for it. I'm a jerk. Never going to happen. That's it. I just deleted it. There. Nah.
Luis, una chingada, vámonos, cabrón. Vete al procedimiento.
You added
A la
it back?
chingada el procedimiento, cabrón, vámonos.
You son of a bitch. I didn't delete it. So
You're not allowed to delete that one. We need that.
The film in its original screenplay was more of a thriller with comical overtones. And they had approached Woody Allen, of all people, to play the character, because basically when he pitched it, he says it's sort of like I just forgot the name of the movie, Woody Allen film where he falls in love with that weird woman, wears some weird outfits.
No.
Hold on. It's almost like I'm the only one. I have to stop talking and do this. That can.
Oh, I'm sorry for being busy with the chat.
Woody Allen. I'm the host. I need to be talking. Let's see. Annie Hall. So he pitched the film as Annie Hall, but where Annie Hall might be an axe murderer. And I thought, well, that's kind of a nifty way of pitching the film. But then Mike Myers came on fresh off of doing their SNL movie with the two guys that live in their basement, do a show in the basement. Nobody's helping me today.
Dude, fuck off. I'm trying to remember the name. Wayne's World.
Wayne's World, thank you. And
I'm
so fresh
old.
off of that, they thought they could get, I'm older. And basically, this was a great launch platform for this guy, because this is the first, probably one of the only films he got to play himself, a character like himself. Because basically that's all he did, is played a variation or a version of Mike Myers in the film. Yeah, Suspicion's another good comparison. I agree. And I really do like this film. I thought it was a really good, solid film. It's funny. I laughed my ass off at it. And the fact that they had such great, serious actors in this film that were good with comedy. You know, you've got Alan Arkin in this. It's a bit part for him. He plays the captain of the police department, and of course they've got Anthony LaPaglia, who showed his comedic chops when he did Frasier, playing what's her name's brother from London, and good show, and he was funny on that show. He's always drunk or trying to get drunk on that show. And then, of course, you got the beautiful Nancy Travis as Harry in the film, and Mike Myers as Charlie McKenzie. And originally in the script, he was also Jewish and in New York. And they eventually changed it and put it in San Francisco. So they had to take the Jewish part out of it. And Mike Myers kind of went to his family lineage for help on some of that, as well as his best friend's father, who was actually Scottish. But a lot of the jokes that his dad makes in the movie, which he plays his dad in this, and somebody brought this up. I can't remember who brought this up. It might have been Gambit that brought this up in the chat, that Eddie Murphy did the Nutty Professor, playing all those roles after Mike Myers did this. So they're really could be an inspiration for Eddie Murphy after this film.
I
to
totally
play
see
all
this.
the characters. Yeah. Party on, Todd. But I'm missing some of the comments here. Oh my God, yeah. The dad is obsessed with the Bay City Rollers and Rod Stewart. You're in my heart, you're in my soul.
I think the dad was a bit over the top.
It is meant to,
But
and he's based slightly off of
his own father, yeah, no.
because his dad was kind of like that.
His dad and the friend's dad.
Dude, the dad was the best part of the movie.
Absolutely, he's my favorite part. That's why I have clips of him. And
I like your mom too.
By the way, because I have brought her up to Danny before, that's Brenda Fricker, and she was my godfather's girlfriend before he left.
He became a priest, yeah.
Oh, he loved her. He says, "Oh, I loved her. Oh, I loved her. She was so funny, so funny. And oh my God, I'd go see her doing plays. She was a great actress. Oh, she was grand, just grand." Yeah, I love Father Williams talking about people in his past. And that was my father's, girlfriend, Brenda Fricker, before he became a priest. And she has that classic, even as a woman, that classic Irish mug, the nose point, and the square jaw.
Oh yeah, you see her and you know she's Irish before she even opens her mouth.
But in this movie, she's Scottish, and she does a fairly good Scottish accent. I think that the dad's Scottish accent is kind of like comical. It's not really a solid Scottish accent. But what's funny about this, and where's Bill Barkley when we're talking about this? Because we need Bill input on this. Is that basically, as Mike Myers put it, he says, "I was doing comedy in Canada, and if you're doing comedy in Canada, everybody learns to do Scottish." And there's a lot of Scottish in Canada. I mean, you've got Nova Scotia and what's it called? It's and Labrador, and it's filled full of Irish and Scottish. And so their accents up there the lilt it goes towards one or the other.
And I suppose a lot of them are in the comedy scene, so you can't be a part of the comedy scene and not pick that up.
Absolutely. She's fine, my friend. She's doing a lot better. We had another 2-hour talk this morning, and just she actually woke me up because my sleep schedule's fucked because of the drugs they gave me yesterday. And that really knocked me for a loop. Because after Anna and I hung out, I went straight to bed and fell asleep, and I woke up like almost 11 o'clock at night. I stayed up for a bit. And then right around 5 o'clock, I'm like, I better get ready for bed. And I finally fell asleep right around 4 and woke up when she woke me up, which I think was at 11, right around that area, between 10:30 and 11 this morning. And she's doing a lot better, doing fantastic. She has a new apartment. She's they've agreed she's going to go on the lease, so she has a roommate.
Oh, so she's
she's doing-
officially living there now.
Yeah, she's officially
So
living
it's a
there.
permanent place. It's not a temporary
Yeah,
solution.
this
That's
isn't like
good.
just until I find another place. I think she originally kind of wanted to be roommates with Maddie, but that they were going to try to find a place. But I think this is where she's going to stay for now, and especially when they started talking about doing the lease, putting her on the lease. So I'm like, yeah, this is sounding good for my daughter. She's working on two things. We talked again today about her filing a police report because she still hasn't yet. I said, don't wait too long on this, and but she says, do you really think I should? And I said, yes, I do. And I also
Absolutely.
feel that for your own protection, because she was raised around guns and she's really good at weapons handling. So I said, you really do need to go out there. She goes, I don't know if I can afford one. I said, you can afford a 22 pistol, and you can get them from between $100 and $200, and you can put money down on it and pay it off that way, and then you get it. It's almost like layaway for guns, and because I know 3 of the arms dealers here in town, gun shops, do that. You're allowed to put money down and pay off the gun. And I said, you just want a little 22 and something that you can defend yourself with and make it quick. So that, and then we also talked about, getting a car. She's really needing a car to get to and from work.
I thought she had one.
No, that was hers and
They had that together.
him. I shouldn't say his name. It's not appropriate.
No, don't do it. Now,
Yeah, and it was
No,
a
I
shared
thought that
car,
was-
and I do believe they sold it. So I think that's where that came in order to pay
Well,
off
it was broken down all the time
her
anyway.
ex's mom. Yeah,
well,
But I thought
well,
it
they
was
fixed
hers.
it, and then they sold it, and they used the money to pay off his mother because they owed her money. So hey, happy Friday to Zax. How you doing, my
Hi,
friend?
Zax.
Yes, bless you, Fred. Thank you for reminding me that Jerry Lewis played the Nutty Professor, whereas Fred McMurray played the absent-minded professor. Look, I love both of them. And what's funny is the absent-minded professor was actually first Flubber, then the absent-minded professor. He played the same professor in Flubber, and then they did a sequel called The Absent-Minded Professor. It was great.
okay, give me a second here because I need to do this.
Shut the fuck up, Kyle!
There you go. And more people have rolled in, so I'm going to play this again. This is the song that was used 3 times in the film.
I think.
Done by The Laws was the second version they play in the film, which is the original 1990, and then they had a cover of it by the Bradburys or something like that. I don't like their version, to be honest with you. I do like the version by Sixpence None the Richer. Anima didn't because she doesn't like the way she soft sings. She's not singing. So I'm like, I'm okay with that because I thought it was sweet. It sounds sweet when she sings it. But this version is really good. It's the band Vo, and they're on YouTube. And yeah, check this song out. I really do like this song. And it's a version of the song used in the movie. It's starting to sound like Sean Connery.
Oh, it's got a lot of comments reading like that.
What's that?
That he has a comment. A lot of
Show me the other comment so I can read it and do it.
Scottish.
I'm Scottish.
Scottish.
If you do Sean Connery, God bless heathen wankers. Well, I like that Nancy Travis, but her sister, she deserved quite a smacking. Yeah.
Oh, this.
And so let's get into the sister. It's played by Amanda Plummer. And like the minute I saw her in the movie, I'm like, yeah, she's the ex-murderer. It's like, it's not going to be anybody else. But it's so much fun because his character is so frenetically terrified, that she's the killer, the Nancy Travis's character.
That's what they want you to think, but why is
she works in a butcher shop, you know, and how does he pronounce it when he's dead? Well, he doesn't say anything. Yeah. He's dead.
Speaking of the butcher shop, she didn't just what?
No, go ahead, and then I'll finish.
Because we watched an interview where she said she cut her finger. She didn't just cut her finger, she cut off the tip of her left middle finger. And the local doctor had to sew it back on. And all that was because Mike Myers made her laugh all the time. They improvised a lot. And she just got so distracted that she didn't watch the knife, which is the only thing the butcher told her that she talked with. Always have your eyes on the knife.
Yep. So I don't even remember what the fuck I was going to say now. I don't remember. Anyway, I was going to finish that, Todd. I'm sorry. I forgot. That's funny. She got her finger off, though. That's nasty.
And apparently, we have to watch out for that. When she takes the wedding rings out of the powder, you see the bandage on her finger. I didn't catch it watching the movie, but.
Yes. I heard that story on Graham Norton. That was funny. Because when you say his name, it almost sounds like you're saying Michael Caine. Michael Caine. Are you a drug dealer? But back to the film. The film opens in this beatnik poetry reading jazz club. Oh, and there, Robbie Fox. Let me talk about this. Robbie Fox wrote the screenplay that was a thriller with some comical overtones. Mike Myers comes into the production and begins to immediately start making, with permission, changes to the script, which led to conflict between he and Robbie Fox. And eventually, Robbie was kind of pushed out. And it was going to be written by Mike Myers and his co-writer, I forget the person's name. And a legal fight began because they said even though Michael Myers has made a lot of changes, it's still Robbie Fox's script, which the argument was, really, no, it's not. Because if you look at Robbie Fox's script, it's a thriller with comical overtones. And Mike Myers and his buddy's script was a comedy with thriller overtones. And that's what the movie is. It's a comedy with thriller overtones. And so he fought him in court and won. And so that's why it says written by Robbie Fox. And Mike Myers and his buddy didn't get any writing credit for the film, which I think is bullshit. I think that they should have gotten the credit was due.
Yeah, I think so too.
Zax, have you ever seen this movie and did you like it? I'm just curious. How many of you? I'm going to make this as a poll. Let's go over. I'm going to go over there and do a poll real quick. I could actually do it here on this browser. And just in case my camera starts acting up again, would you please let me know?
Okay.
Yep.
I know I switched off of NVIDIA, and sometimes I got to tell you, NVIDIA is a resource hog, and I think that's what's fucking up with my camera. So there we go. It's shown now.
Sax says that he has indeed seen the movie and he enjoyed it.
Why don't you join us then? I would love to have you on the panel.
Sax doesn't love us anymore.
No, he loves us, but not that way. There we go.
Oh, the bullshit reasons he gives for breaking up with girlfriends. She smelled like soup. What the fuck? It's the weirdest reason to break up with someone.
There we go.
Well, prove it, Sax. Prove it and come on here. Just this one time.
Hey,
I
wait.
Was that your chair, Gary?
No,
That sounded like a
it's
squeaky
not
chair.
me.
I hate the kind of comedy he does in this. I don't find that funny at all.
Me, neither do I. And
Oh,
that's the kind
it's
of
just bad poetry. But I do like the line when he says, "Hey Jane, how do you stop this crazy thing called love?" They crack me up every time he says it. There you go. You got some options there. Did you like So I Married an Axe Murderer? Yes, I did. No, I didn't. I've never seen it. I'd like to see it. So those are your options. Yay. Pop out the chat so I can keep an eye on it and close it.
yeah. Wait, I don't think that body spray would sell well.
Phil Hartman also has one of the most uproarious scenes in the fucking movie, and I brought that to the party. Here, let me get it for you, because I fucking love this scene when he and LaPaglia go to the prison that Trump just ordered to reopen, and Alcatraz. So they go to visit it, and here's the clip.
Hello, everyone. I am a park ranger, and I will be leading you on the tour. All of the park rangers here at Alcatraz were at one time guards, myself included. My name is John Johnson, but everyone here calls me Vicky.
Did it play all the way through? Because it stopped on me.
Yes, it did.
Okay, excellent. That scene just cracked me.
I loved his cameo. He should have been in this more. I love Phil Hartman.
Phil Hartman. I don't want to get into
Man,
that
I
today.
still haven't watched News Radio because I know I'm running out of episodes where he's still in it. And I don't want to watch.
Yeah, it's like that.
His last
That third
episode.
season was the final season for him, and I have trouble watching that third season, and I don't like watching the fourth season.
I don't think I ever will, but I want to finish the third.
All right, so Zax has brought it up here, right here. Let's go ahead and play that, because I have it, Zax. So I guess you can see I'm doing this just for you.
Well, let's have a look at the replay. William, move your head. Look at the size of that boy's head. Shh.
That's the first part. And the second part, if you thought that first part was rough, here comes part two of that. It's just fucking great.
I'm not kidding. It's like an orange on a toothpick.
You're gonna give the boy a complex.
Well, that's a huge noggin. It's a virtual planetoid. Has its own weather system.
Had its own weather system.
And then called Sputnik.
No, I like when he says the last thing that I cannot remember, and the kid is going to the kitchen and he says to the other guy, "That was a little bit too much, right?"
I love it when he just says head.
Yeah.
The kid's
on,
got a fucking the hairdo. What, hon?
I think we have a new viewer, Lisa Wolf.
Yes.
I don't think I've seen that name before, so welcome.
Welcome to the show.
Okay. That is a nice gift.
Nice. That's a nice birthday gift, yeah.
And welcome, Lisa.
I hope you like what we're doing here.
Me too. And please do give us feedback. I got to tell you, I'm so grateful to Gambit and so many of the others who are now religiously commenting on our videos after the show. They go down below and make comments, getting a lot of comments. Sometimes I'll still get that one asshole out there who goes, just a bunch of people talking. I came to watch the movie for free because, I don't want to spend my fucking money and buy the movie.
Yeah, it's not like it's not in our description what we're
I said,
doing.
not only you're an asshole, you're apparently illiterate because it says not the fucking movie. It's a discussion.
We have Bush Gaston McFadden with us.
Who is that? I don't know that
Nice
name.
avatar. I think he looks more like
what's his
Ryan
name?
Everett.
What's his avatar today? I didn't see it.
Gaston,
Gaston.
from the Beauty and
Oh,
the Beast.
that's because of the joke. I mean, he's kind of looks like Gaston, and now he's using Gaston. But you got to put a beard on him. You can do that in Photoshop. Put a beard on him, because that's basically you. Man, that last dish he posted, woo, Bush.
Okay.
He posted a pasta meal, and I don't know, I forget what it is, but boy, it looked delish.
Yeah, Bush and his food porn.
I want him, please, Bush, get some fucking dry ice and ship me some of your food, man, so I can heat it up here and try it.
I'm telling you, Gary, we should hire him to do the catering when we marry.
Oh, I would love that. Bake us a cake.
I don't need a cake.
But anyway, what I was going to say is his, Mike Myers' little brother with the giant head. There you go. Art Garfunkel. He looks like Art Garfunkel.
He definitely has
If you don't know who that is, you are a poor, sad heathen. That is half of Simon and Garfunkel, one of the greatest duets, because they did do vocals together, so they're technically a duet. But he didn't write the songs. That was really Simon's job. And Simon and they were childhood best friends, and somehow being together in a band just didn't work. And one got jealous and envious. Actual jealousy was involved sometimes.
With a lot of musicians, I know their music. I don't know what they look like. So I had no idea who that guy is until you mentioned Simon.
He has an amazing voice. And in fact, he led to one of the funny moments from Monty Python, because of the movie As Good as It Gets with Jack Nicholson, he performs the song, okay? So the studio, Warner Brothers, put that as one of the songs that plays when you call them and get put on hold. And do you guys know the song I'm talking about?
No.
It's a song, Life's a Piece of Shit When You Look at It.
Wow, that's beautiful. Hey, Reed.
Hi, Reed. Oh, that weird newspaper that his mom is reading.
So the name of the song is Always Look on the Bright Side of Life, because that's the chorus. Always look on the bright side of life. There's Brenda Frick. That's my father's ex-girlfriend. He dated her when she and he were both young teenagers. I think she was 16, he was 18.
Well, she's an Oscar winner?
I didn't know that. Yes, she is. She's an amazing actor. She really is.
Well, she is, definitely. But...
And I love in the movie how when she gets an opportunity, she is groping and kissing fucking LaPaglia. Mike Myers' character's best friend, the cop. Here it is. She just grabs him and won't let him go. He turns into a
sexy wee bastard.
Sexy wee bastard.
Yeah, his parents are weird. I mean, when he brings over the new girl, Dad tells the mom to show photos where he shot himself at the Niagara Falls. That's
show him the photos of when he shot himself. It's like, don't, Ma, don't show her the.
His dad is rude as fuck, not just a younger kid.
What a brutal world. Funny as hell. Because my dad did that with girls. He'd show them pictures of me in a diaper and shit. Like, Dad, don't do that.
I miss my
dad. I miss my dad. No, parents do that. I did that shit to Zoe.
Not in Europe, they don't.
Okay, like she brought some boy over one day, and she said his name. I don't remember his name. He's just some boy from her school, and I wasn't sure what's going on. But she goes, "This is so-and-so from school." I went, "Are you the kid that likes to sit in the bathtub, fart, and bite at the bubbles?" And he would go, "What? No." I went, "Well, Zoe told me one of the boys. I thought it was you. Are you the one that likes to wear his underwear on the outside of his pants?" They went, Those kids never knew what the fuck to happen. Nancy Travis has been in the original 3 Minute Baby, yes, and the sequel. Yep, she was the girlfriend that ran away and left the baby. Needed to get her shit together.
Oh my God, Bush is pushing at you.
Look, man, if it's not 70s Bush, don't even bother. 80s is when they started trimming that shit.
Oh no, he's taunting you because he doesn't bake. He's a male.
Baking is fun.
I love baking.
The part that I don't like is eating what I bake because I'm not into sweet stuff.
I do like sweet stuff, but I like sweet stuff that's not overly sweet.
Yeah, maybe I'll bake for you if you behave.
Well, you know what we do, Lisa, is when a movie is coming out, if it's a sequel, we will pull up movies. And so we might be able to go through at least Shrek 1 and Shrek 2, because Shrek 3 was kind of pushing it for me. I didn't like it as much, but I like Shrek 1 and Shrek 2.
I think
I do like
might
Shrek.
have seen Shrek 1 while babysitting.
It's a funny movie. And it was originally supposed to be, what's his name from SNL too, but he died, Chris Farley. And they actually finally released his voice work. And I'm like, wow, they made a good choice switching over to Mike Myers, much better. Because he's basically doing the same Scottish accent, that he does for his dad. And like I said, this is kind of the only film where he got to play himself.
Do you know how he got to playing his dad? Because they were originally, they wanted to cast somebody else, but they hadn't done that yet when they did the first table read, and Mike Myers did the dad's lines. And they liked it so much that they ended up using him as the dad too. And he spent more than 3 hours in makeup for that. I'm in awe of actors who do that.
And, with all that makeup, I can still tell it is. Here's the other relationship I really like. Is LaPaglia and Alan Arkin's characters. Yeah. Because, LaPaglia is the cop. He's a detective. And Alan Arkin is his captain. And he says, I wish you were a little more like captains on TV. Yell at me a little bit every once in a while. I've got to report to the commissioner. And he goes, well, actually, there's no commissioner. I don't report to a commissioner. I report to a committee. He's just this really nice guy. And he's
trying then.
I need you to be more of a captain that kind of yells at me now and again and gets on my butt. He said, well, I'll work on it. I'll see what I can do.
He wants police to be like in the TV series and not the boring, mainly paperwork thing that he's doing.
And by the way, once again, I brought up that Deborah Frick is my father's ex-girlfriend. Of course, I'm talking about this guy. That's Father Weems. He used to be a very handsome young man. Now he's just he's very loving, but he's scary looking as hell. Scares the shit out of me. I'm scared of him. I really am. I'm very afraid of him.
You're not making it better.
I'm so terrified of him getting mad at me. To this day, I'm in my 60s and I'm still terrified of my father.
He was supposed to visit you in April and you never called him. You coward.
I know. I am a complete coward. I couldn't do it. I was like, oh, come on, you can do it. I'm finally going to break down and do it and go, you forgive me. I'm so sorry.
And I don't know what Bush was talking about earlier.
Yeah, Bush, can you be more
What do you
specific,
mean?
please?
Are you shitting on Mike Myers? I like Mike Myers. I don't think he's the best actor in the world, but I think he's a very creative guy. And he's really good at comedy. I think he's good at comedy.
I had fun with Wayne's World, the first one. The second one just felt rushed and kind of thrown together.
Oh, I like it when he gives the meat a massage, like he's a masseuse.
I like when she asks him, do you like haggis? And he says he hates haggis and most of the Scottish cuisine is based on a dare. I love that. Burn on Scottish cuisine.
Yeah, most Scottish cuisine is based on a dare. I like that line too.
And real haggis is not allowed in the United States since the 70s because it's sheep's lungs in it. So they have to use something else.
You're goober.
Wow,
You can spit on me all you want.
Debo is going to put the fear of God in you, Gary.
Father
Imagine
Weems
your
is Pope.
godfather.
I
as
think
Pope.
he's too old.
If who becomes Pope?
Father
Your
Weems.
godfather.
Oh no, he's already retired. He's not you have to be a cardinal, I think.
Cardinal,
Yeah,
yes.
and under 80.
And that's not Father Weems. He's up there. He's like, he told me one time, he's like, well, I've got to go do mass. I said, you're retired now. And he goes, well, I still like to do it every once in a while. Okay. So I miss shops like this because butcher shops used to exist like this, and they're hard to find now.
Oh yeah, they're dying out here too. And it sucks.
Specialty shops are hard to find because it's so hard to survive with the corporate competition.
And they used to run in
And,
families, but kids don't want to take over a business like that or even learn a job like that anymore. That's the problem that we have here, like in the countryside. The butcher shops just close because the kids are not taking over.
I'm sorry, this is funny. You like Doctor Who?
Dude, I was pretty sure they would give us a black pope. I wouldn't have been surprised.
Yeah, I sat through that movie, The Conclave, because I'm a big Ray Fiennes fan, and man, that knocked him down a peg on in my opinion, because any of that film was so fucking insulting. And I'm like, I sat through this for that? That's your dramatic ending? Oh, he was born with both genitals. It's like, go fuck yourself. You know, what a bizarre fucking movie. The only good thing
Max
I think it did.
Hi,
Hey, Max Stevens here. What's up? The only thing good about The Conclave. No, that's
What?
Carl Sagan. I'm trying to say something. So the only thing that I thought was good about that film was the fact that it shows you the liberal versus conservative environment within the Catholic Church, and that the leftists, when I say liberal, I mean leftists, are winning. That's how we ended up with a communist pope. The last pope was communist. Out of Africa, there was one. I don't know anymore.
I wouldn't be surprised.
There
I would be surprised if they weren't.
I think there is at least one.
There was one. I don't know. I'm looking it up right now. I don't know. There are several African bishops that are in the United States. Let me do cardinals, see what I get for that.
Snorty says there are.
Wilton Daniel Gregory.
Not.
It's an American Roman Catholic and a cardinal. Pope Francis made him a cardinal. So I don't know if that's a good thing because he was a communist. So no, you guys have some really good questions. Really good questions. By the way, I love they use a lot of the same locales used in other great films made in San Francisco. And even though I would not go to California at all right now, I hope when that state gets its head out of its ass, forced to get its head out of its ass, I would love to take Anima to San Francisco because there's so many spots. But I heard they closed the wharf area. They closed that off. It's shut down. I don't know if it's because of the homeless problem or what. But that was disappointing to hear. That, you know what? They probably would have if he pretended to be.
Jesus Christ.
He needs to do something other than acting because he's terrible at acting. He really is a bad actor.
And he's in everything. He's in way too many things right now.
Like, I cannot stand the guy, and his face looks like a normal face that got squished a little bit. And so his lip is too close to his nose, and so when he has that mustache, it makes him look even worse.
He should shave that thing. It does not suit him.
I couldn't believe he refused. He refused to shave it for the movie.
Yeah, apparently he doesn't
Fantastic
own a
Four.
mirror.
Saint Augustine was from Africa, and the new pope is an Augustinian. Wait, no, he's American.
I think that's an order, maybe.
No, the order. Do you know?
Yeah.
He knows it's an order. He's fucking.
Oh,
mad.
August. I didn't know. I only know of two orders.
No, I could tell that he really thought that was a nation or something. I know Gary well. I can always tell when he's shitting with us or when he's serious.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know anybody that, because like I know shit. I can't even. I talked about it 2 weeks ago. The orders that I know. I didn't know there was another order. I really didn't.
Hey, Gambit, I don't know. I haven't seen Pedro Pascal ass, and I don't want to.
I believe the monastery where the Camina Burana was written is an Augustinian monastery, if I remember correctly, because I spent a week there once. So I knew of them.
Fisherman's Wharf is almost empty. Many old restaurants shut down permanently. I got to tell you,
That's
the
sad.
left had destroyed California, just destroyed it. So many and now they're trying to pull some shit that if you try to leave the state, you'll get fined as a business. I'm like, you can't do that. That's actually, it's criminal. It's a form of piracy. And you can bring the federal courts into it and fight them on that. That's just fucking ridiculous. So, I was going to look something up.
I told that story, Gambit. Are you not listening?
No, he doesn't. He doesn't listen to you when you talk.
I did not try to be a nun. I had to go to Catholic school for 8 fucking years. I'm an atheist. Enough
How
of the
did you
Catholic
not-
Church for
How
me.
did you not catch fire?
I don't know. Maybe because I was a church musician too.
I'm going to get her to go to mass with me. I said, you don't have to believe. Just, I want you to go to church with me because I like going to church. I like
I
mass.
told you my mom liked Christmas mass, so we went. And we're the best singers in there. We always had heads turned when we did voices. And not just sing with everybody else.
Nuns on the run.
Going back to the movie, I like when she brings him home for tea and then he pretends to not want to stay because then things are going to happen. And she's like, and you would have a problem with that? And he's like, no, and they end up in the bed. That was funny.
Oh, it's not available anymore. When you're looking up something and need it
You're
connected.
damn right, Bush.
Okay.
It did not work. I grew up with parents who hate cussing, so I know how to behave myself. But on here, I don't have to. And also, like I said, musician. Of course, I have a potty mouth.
There used to be on the Knights of Columbus news letter or whatever you want to call it. It's a website, but it's not available anymore.
Here's the sister. And I mean, she spooks him when she shows up like that because he didn't know she was living there too. So that is a clue that there's more to her.
So I was going to point out that back in 2006, I finally joined the Knights of Columbus Catholic Order, and but I didn't like it. I didn't like the guys. I didn't like anybody I was with. I went through the whole ceremony, everything, and they wanted me to go to DC because I was like this 7 millionth member to join the Knights of Columbus. They were going to pay for me to go there. I said, well, I got to bring my kid. They're like, no, you have to come alone. I said, I'm a single parent. Well, can't you leave her with someone? I'm a single parent without family. No, there's nobody I'm going to leave my child with. No.
Hey,
And
Australia
they were just
here.
so snotty with me. I'm like, I don't want your fucking honor. Fuck off. And it used to be available through the Catholic Herald, News Herald, and all that stuff. And it's disappeared now. Good. I'm glad. I left the Knights of Columbus because of that shit. It pissed me off. Now, don't get me wrong. I always thought Amanda Plummer was very interesting looking, kind of pretty in a weird way. She's Christopher Plummer's daughter. And what a great actor he is. And
She is too.
oh, she's amazing. And she does crazy like nobody's business.
Mm-hmm.
And
she's great.
one of my favorite small roles that she did was in Pulp Fiction, which I think we're going to do that next. We need to talk about that film. Even as critical as I am of Quentin Tarantino's writing, I do like that film a lot.
Pulp Fiction?
Pulp Fiction anime.
Yeah, Pulp Fiction. When she's talking to her boyfriend, she's so sweet. And then she grabs that gun, she stands up and goes, "Don't any of you motherfuckers move." And she's spit coming out of her fucking mouth. And I'm like, God damn, she plays crazy. And then she's also the love interest for Robin Williams in The Fisher King. Yeah. And she is so good in that. I think that Amanda Plummer is probably one of the best weird actors out there. She's just so good at weird. But she can play sweet, but she can also really play weird. In a weird way, perhaps, but her beauty is all that counts. Yeah, because I think especially when she was younger, she had this beauty to her, but she's gotten older and one of those people doesn't age very well. But I do love her eyes. She's got gorgeous eyes.
I still find her very attractive. It's a personal opinion.
Yeah, we need to do The Fisher King because that is such an intense movie. Funny as hell. But when you get to that certain point, and anybody who's seen the movie knows what I'm talking about, where you relive what happened and sent him off his fucking bender. It made him crazy. I fucking cried so hard at that scene.
Here he is, Phil Hartman.
God bless. I miss that man so much.
Vicky.
And I hate it when people forget that he was murdered. I'm like, no, he was murdered
by his own wife
in bed by his wife. Don't put it like he just died. No, he did not just die. He was shot twice in the head and the back.
Did you know that he was originally meant to play the police chief, Phil Hartman? But then they had
this?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I wish he had been.
Listen.
But I love Al Norton.
They had some actor switch around, and then he asked to play Vicky. They had somebody else in mind for that, and he left the production, and then he asked to play Vicky. He wanted that. I wish he would have done the police chief, because he would have been in this more.
So I got to play that clip again. Because we're talking about it, and it's actually happening on screen right now. So let me grab that again. It is a brilliant scene. You know, the whole set, it's like all the security guards here were once guards in Alcatraz.
All the guides,
we all have nicknames, and it just man, that's so fucking funny.
Hello, everyone. I am a park ranger, and I will be leading you on the tour. All of the park rangers here at Alcatraz were at one time guards, myself included. My name is John Johnson, but everyone here calls me Vicky.
Just so fucking funny. And then right after he says that, freaking Mike Myers starts talking quietly with LaPaglia, and fuck, man, he zeroes in with those eyes and stares right at him, and then he realizes, and so he shuts up, and then Vicky gets back to giving the tour. So fucking funny.
That was a teacher stink eye that he gave them.
Absolutely. And now I got to play this because this is another clip I think is great. It's a two-part clip. Here's the first part of the clip.
I gotta go. You screw this one up, pal, and you'll be writing pocket tickets for the rest of your life. You got that? Captain, I won't let you down.
He stood biting fingernails. And then,
Did you see his eyes light up when his boss talked to him like that?
yes, he got
loved it.
excited. He
Yeah.
gets so excited. And then this happens.
Good for you. That was so much better.
Yeah, you like
Really
it?
terrific. It was fantastic.
I don't know, the beginning felt pretty good.
Yeah, it was great.
I started to get too much in the end.
No. It was really terrific.
Yeah.
I'd really like to discuss this, but I gotta go save a life.
Let me
okay?
work on it. I'll work on it.
Work on it because it was terrific. And honestly, it was such a big improvement. Fantastic. Thank you.
Thanks.
I like the next time that he yells at him because I don't have that clip. The show had to start and I just couldn't keep making clips. I love it when he's just about to go save Mike because he finds out what's going on, figures out she might be the killer. So he starts to run and Alan Arkin starts yelling at him and calls him Paisan. He says, and if you screw up again, Paisan, I will send your ass to
Back to Italy.
Milan. Back to Milan.
Yeah.
It had to rhyme. Paisan, Milan. And he goes, I don't have time, but it's Paisan. It's Paisan. It's not Paisan. I'll work on it.
It was like, was that too much? Was the racist slur too much?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh my God. This movie.
It's so funny what they have going on.
It's the little bit parts, and it's a good story. Don't get me wrong. It's a really well written story. It's a very Hitchcockian style story, but with comedy. Not that there isn't comedy in Alfred Hitchcock stuff, because there is. Like Cary Grant's always funny. And God damn, I fucking love this movie so much. Here's where he's looking at him. He keeps giving him a dirty look. Oh my God. Prison system called a bitch. One night in a jealous rage, Kelly took a makeshift knife and stabbed him to death. I just fucking laugh at this. It's crazy. I don't think I've ever read anything about Machine Gun Kelly stabbing somebody to death with a shiv. The two words are shiv and shank.
Okay.
Do you know the difference?
I don't know what
No.
either of those is.
I think the item is called a shiv, but the act is called a shank. I don't know it. I might have it backwards.
Okay.
Well, I have heard both words, both as a noun and as a verb. So I don't know what. What's
So the shiv
difference.
is, like I said, the shiv is the knife. Is the
Yeah,
actual weapon.
but I've heard some people say that somebody got shivved. So I don't know. Maybe shiv and shank are just synonyms. Maybe not. Somebody in the
I'm
chat,
looking it up right now.
maybe no. Oh my God! Look at her.
The shank primarily means refer to the act of stabbing. It is the verb. Shank is the verb,
Oh.
and shiv is the noun. So there you go. I got it right. I remembered it. Holy crap. I like the romantic, comical part of this. I love this scene. Oh my fucking God. And you remember
Oh,
her on
baby.
fucking, not Seinfeld, but on Friends. She was on Friends. She was an annoying bitch. There were two annoying bitches that were on the show. Her and
I've never seen much of it.
the one that's got the high nasal voice. Laugh like that and going after Chandler Bing.
You mean Phoebe,
But
the blonde
it's-
one?
No.
No, she was a side character.
Oh,
They brought her back several times, her character. She had an annoying voice. And so you had her and the other one, and they're just, both of them have annoying voices and they're funny. They're always New Yorkers. Shank and shiv are both nouns and verbs. Now, I've heard this explained. No, that's wrong. The shiv is the weapon. To use the shiv is to shank someone. It's the active verb.
But how is this? Read the rest. A shiv is a weapon created in prison. A shank is a weapon already made. I don't know.
Look it up, Bush, because I'm telling you, I just looked it up and it said what I thought. See if you get a different answer, because that's what I got. Like you can turn a toothbrush into a shiv. Yeah, makeshift. It's called a makeshift shiv. Wait a minute, what's this? Weren't they both on Empire Records? The movie? Yeah. Wait a minute. That's a good question. Ooh, it's 4:00. I have to go here for a minute, guys. Man, I've seen that movie. Yeah, because I know LaPaglia is in this movie, but I don't know if. Yeah, she is. Debbie Mazar. There she is.
I don't know if Lisa is still around, but we derail a lot. It's called ADD theater.
Yeah, poor Lisa.
We try to talk about the movie, but sometimes we just
she's
don't.
experienced the whole run.
Yeah, wait till she catches the show where we have Mephisto on.
Yeah, that one is always derailed. And he gets a kick out of derailing the show. It's part of his pleasure. He knows how to trigger me. He knows my triggers. I'm right.
Thanks,
no, I went to Google to check because I wasn't sure.
That. He keeps doing that.
Here it is. Well, actually, no, this is actually Brave. I'm on Brave. Brave says to shank. Shank is a verb, the act of stabbing someone with a homemade weapon, often used in prison context. This weapon, it's also called a shank. Is typically made from everyday objects like spoons or toothbrushes. Particularly in the Maze Runner series, shank is used as an insult. And you know what? As a cook, you know what a shank is too. Because the shank is also part of the body. Anybody want to guess?
No.
Nobody wants to guess.
No.
Hold on. Let me go check the polls right now.
I'm assuming most people like it.
Oh, yeah. It's 56% have seen it and they liked it. 6% didn't like it. 25% said, I've never seen it. And 12% says, I'd like to see it. But absolutely, I'm in that poll.
That's a win.
I love the Anima's reaction to the 6% that didn't like it, saying, "What? Coming from the one person that doesn't like Airplane."
That's a stupid movie.
I will be right back, guys. You take the show.
Oh, I hate when he does that.
Well, he has that. He has to do that,
I know, but it's stressing me out when we have to carry the show, you and I. But yeah, you can't compare a movie like this with stupid shit like Airplane or Strange Brew.
Airplane is
actually
superior.
Funny. No, it's not funny. It's annoying.
Oh, yes, it is.
And I will always hold that over Gary, that he made me do that on my birthday. I had so many suggestions up front, but hey, War Monkey. That's absolutely something I would watch again. Not immediately, but like in a year or so, why not? It's fun. What's Bush talking about?
I don't know.
I'm like Mikey from those Life cereal commercials. I'm not American. I don't know those commercials.
Yes, the mom is hilarious, but I still think the father is even more hilarious.
Oh yeah, and he has fun playing his own dad. You can tell. And she likes his parents. She's having a great time when his parents are just being brutal to their own kids.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I'm used to that.
Well, we don't know what her parents are like, so. And she has a crazy sister, which she must know in some form that she's crazy.
Yeah, but you don't go to, oh, my sibling is so crazy that kills people, You may
Yeah,
say,
apparently her
they're a
sister is
little-
that good. She's forging the letters to make it look like the boyfriends disappear, and God knows how she gets rid of the bodies.
the husbands,
Yeah.
not boyfriend, but their husband left
Husbands,
her on
yeah.
her honeymoon.
And why is she even close to them on their fucking honeymoon? I have so many questions.
Well, she follows them.
Apparently, yeah.
Okay, we have an explanation here from Bush.
Okay.
Good. You read it.
There's a cereal called Life Cereal. Life Cereal had commercials. A kid, Mikey, in the commercials didn't like anything, but he liked Life Cereal. You make it sound like I don't like any of the movies we're talking about. That's just wrong. I just don't do silly funny because I think it's stupid and it's not entertaining. And so far, we've done 3 movies that I really hated, and that's Strange Brew, Animal House, and Airplane. I despise movies like that.
Airplane is absolutely great.
No, it's not. And how he thought it was a good idea to set that up when I haven't even watched it. He showed me the cockpit scene and it annoyed the shit out of me. And I told him I don't ever want to watch that movie. And he goes and sets it up and lets me believe it's the other movie that's actually fun, where the whole plane wants to kill him. He could have given a shit and told me I'm mixing up 2 movies.
I don't know. I have never the impression that you were misled. We said Airplane, as you said, yes.
No, I asked Gary, Airplane, that's the movie where everybody wants to kill him. And he said, yeah, because I suppose he wasn't listening to what I was saying and just said yes.
Well, I think he was thinking that everybody wanted to kill the protagonist because of his horrible story that he was always telling to everybody.
No. If he had listened, he would have immediately picked up that I was talking about.
Naked Gun.
Not gonna happen. Fuck off. Not gonna happen.
Naked Gun?
No.
You don't have no soul. If you don't like Naked Gun, you don't have soul.
I watched like 5 minutes and then I was out.
How dare you? Oh my. Oh, Mr. Glasswolf in here.
Hi,
Member
John.
for 41 months.
Oh, you didn't pull mine up. That got completely ignored.
You're here. He's
Yeah,
not.
I would like to point out that I've been a paying member of this shit show for 33 months. Thank you.
Okay, let me find something for that. We can play here.
Todd Jones says I have no taste.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, fuck off, Sander. He says Germans don't do silly humor. I'm not German. Austrians have a completely different sense of humor.
Yeah, right.
And stop shitting on me, Bush.
No, continue, Bush. Continue. For John.
What? You didn't really think we'd kill the fucking koala bear now, did you?
What movie is that from?
Oh my God. Blues Brothers.
Oh, I don't remember that. I've seen Blues Brothers.
No, you're not gonna like it because you don't like fun.
No, I watched Blues Brothers way back when, but
Oh, right. It's for Farland. Thank you again, Gambit.
and thank you, D-Bird, for shouting out the gaming stream tonight. It's too late for me, but you should definitely check it out. It's fun to see John fail and to shit on him for that. I miss that.
Your monocle fell out.
I wear contact lenses.
Oh, you need a monocle for the wedding.
No. Fuck
Yes.
no. I don't even do glasses because they give me a headache.
You see, you don't have a sense of humor. It's not for you. It's
I
for the
do.
audience.
That's why I'm here. Gary doesn't allow me to take a day off. I have to watch all this shit and then spend 2 hours talking about it.
See,
Okay,
I was right. Bush is with me.
You guys need to stop, or I'll leave Martine alone while Gary is putting away groceries.
Oh, you would do that to the audience? I cannot believe you.
No, I'm a kind of professional, I guess.
Kind of.
We're all kind of professionals. We have
No, I'm
shitty
not.
equipment. We butcher names and we fuck up a lot of the stuff that we're doing, but we're having fun doing it. It's the other way around, Patrons. Fuck off. Bush says, can someone make sure Gary didn't get stuck in the toilet again?
No, he's not in the toilet.
No, he's putting away
doing-
groceries.
Yes, he's doing chores.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Ah,
That's right.
you tell him,
German.
Viva. You tell him.
She's Austrian. She even has a kangaroo.
Oh, God. I liked you for a moment there, Martin. For a brief moment, I thought we were friends.
Oh well. That's just me. That's what I do.
I know. And that's Oktoberfest. Yeah, that he's talking about. And I don't care about that. That's mostly a tourist thing now anyway. Way overpriced beer. People who are too drunk to find the toilet and throw up on themselves. It's quite disgusting. I used to have friends in Munich and they say they try to leave the town when Oktoberfest is happening. So not something I'm interested in.
Typical. They invent something and then regret it.
Well, yeah, because it blew up out of control.
Yeah.
Like
so.
everything, when the tourists take over, you need to drop it. But they're making a lot of money, so they're never going to drop it. But it's basically tourists in fake dirndl and lederhosen from a discounter or something. You have to look up pictures. It's awful.
Oh man. Just here's the moment.
When he
Just
starts doing
when
research, yeah.
Yes, because he was confident at this point that she wasn't the killer.
Yeah, but
And
his
then-
mother planted this fear in him that she might be.
No, but here because here's when he hears that the body of one of the husbands had been found, and he's beginning to ask, where's the wife? Where's the wife? And nobody gives him an answer.
Yeah. And he sees the names of the victims, and one is called Ralph, and that's the name she was shouting in her sleep. And then
Yeah,
the
but
Russian martial artists and the axes on her wall, and suddenly he starts piecing shit together, and all points to her being Mrs. X. And that's where he goes from being a comical character to just being paranoid as fuck. And the scene in the bed where she pokes her finger in his ear, that will freak me out too. You don't do that. That's why he now wants to meet outdoors and not go to her place again.
Well, he's meeting with her just to end the relationship.
Yeah, he's too scared at this point. But he really loves her. But he's too scared.
Mm.
Have I ever said that?
Gary should be made aware of that.
Yeah, you tell him that when he comes back. Or star it, Martin.
Oh yes, I'm starring that.
Yeah, he's going to go to the start comments anyway. I've never seen Miami Vice.
Really?
Is that true about the cameo? No, never.
Oh yeah.
I know what it is, but I've never watched an episode of it.
No, I mean, yes, everybody had or want to have. I
Is it
can't
like The
remember anybody.
Simpsons? A thing where everybody just gets a small part?
Or Friends. Everybody wanted to be on that.
I never liked Friends. I saw a couple episodes and I found it stupid.
I am with you. I never liked that show.
How do people have jobs like that and live in places like that? That's the first problem that I have. It's just not realistic. And then they hang out at that cafe all day. Don't they have jobs?
I don't care about that. After all, it's a show. It's a comedy show. But I didn't like the humor.
No,
and I didn't like the personalities of the characters. So.
Lady V is here.
Yes.
Happy Friday to you
Lady
too.
V. Anostin is here, so of course. Happy Friday. Happy Friday.
I'm surprised Staines hasn't called me out for dropping F-bombs or something. Instead, everybody else is hitting on me.
Somebody was waiting for Lady V. Look at that.
She calls him out Staines. Should I try calling Gary Kissel? Or Kissel, like Don
Geisel. No, Geisel.
No, I love it when Don calls it Kissel. Don called him the other day, and Gary didn't tell him I was listening in until the very end. And Don gave him a hard time about that. You let people know when you put them on speaker, you idiot. That was funny. I think he was really pissed.
No, Tom. He's not in the can.
No, because he ordered heavy stuff, so he doesn't want Brad to carry his water and everything.
Yeah.
He's being a good roommate. Yeah, well, no, we never watch TV while eating. Not until we were all grown up, my siblings and I, and out of the house on the rare occasions where we would stay a night. That was mostly me staying the night at my mom's place. She would make a salad or something, and then we would watch a movie while eating.
Todd, I don't know if he was on Miami Vice. I don't think so, but I cannot say anything for sure. And Gambit, your comment shows in YouTube, but it doesn't show here on StreamYard. But yes, Runaway is awesome.
How does it show on YouTube and not here? That's weird.
Oh, because when YouTube retains comments for inspection.
Oh, yeah.
So it depends on how much time do you take to make it appear. Then if you take too much time, StreamYard doesn't show them.
Yeah, I feel like a bad mod because when I'm doing a show, I don't want to open YouTube on my phone because it slows everything down. I'm pretty sure Gary's still alive, Bush. He should be back anytime.
Yes. If something would have happened, Laura would have called you instantly.
Dude, I was so stressed out yesterday because he texted me, like we were texting the whole time, and then he texted me, okay, I'm in the procedure room now, am I gone? So I said goodbye for now, and then I didn't hear anything from him for 2.5 hours, and I was freaking out, but I kept telling myself, Lauren would have told me if something was happening, and maybe his phone had just died, which is what happened. Because he texted me when he was in the car going back home, because he has a charger in the car. And he told me I have to chill the fuck out. I was just so anxious not hearing from him for so long. But yeah, everything is fine.
Well, I can guarantee you, Lady V, it wasn't Anima and it wasn't me. We're in different countries than Gary, so no. Oh, maybe my Sicarius.
Well, maybe the cat got in. Nix, she always tries to go in under the door.
It wasn't Snortapupus. And always believe a bear.
Yeah, we have to take his word for that.
Ah, yeah, yeah. His friend told him that, oh, the culprit has confessed, so it's not her. You're in the clear, and she forgave him, and now they're
I
happy.
love when he takes the shower head as a phone. That was funny. I don't know what character he's doing. He's clearly doing a character there. That was funny. And I like the moment when the police guy, what's his name, Tony, his friend, when he figures out that the person who confessed is an old lady and is a fucking nutcase because she also confessed to
Yes.
murdering Caesar. And they are on the honeymoon at this point. So he's like, fuck, I need to save my friend.
Max, once again, Jerry's not in the can.
Believe me, the only person who ever has the pleasure to be in there with him when he takes his phone is me.
I wouldn't call that a pleasure.
I like it when the cats are in there with me. Although they demand way too much attention when I go to the bathroom. I'm like, no, I gotta focus. I can't poop or pee when you're fucking wanting my love and petting.
Yeah, you need to learn that.
I need to relax, look at the wall.
Todd John says to Mac Demon, if he's in the can, maybe he got shaved or shanked.
Yeah, everybody was asking about you. Lady V even asked who ate the host. That Snorty said it wasn't him. We had fun while you were gone.
Guys,
Good.
I think I may lost power. So.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Where are we at in the movie?
Yeah, look at the timestamp and give me the slideshow while you can. 53 minutes in.
Okay.
I'm going to pause it there.
No. We can
I'm going to pause it until she has it. Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Thanks, Gambit. Oh man.
But if your power's gone, your internet should be gone.
What's funny is I've gotten to where I can go hit steps.
You hurry.
I can get up steps sometimes, but man, I had like 5 gallons of water, and I got stuck at the door. I couldn't get in the door. I couldn't get up that last step, so I had to like set a bunch of them down and grab the wall so I could pull myself up. Like, I hate getting old.
Yeah,
well, I prefer getting old to the
improve your
alternative.
fitness a little bit.
No, I've always agreed with the Who.
Meaning?
Are you going to give me that fucking link, Martin?
What?
Give me the slideshow.
Are you serious? You didn't send her the link yet?
No, I'm in a private chat.
On it. I'm on it. I'm uploading the slideshow to the cloud.
We need to go back to doing that before the show.
Yeah.
That scene when his towel drops, and then he's hugging Amanda, and he just stands there for a second. He goes, "I'm naked, aren't I?" His towel is falling.
Harry just said, "Yes, you are." That's so weird.
That's the line, Todd. You know the song.
That's a song, okay.
She's telling me not to yell at you. You're always right.
Okay, it's in the private chat.
Yep, got it.
Yay.
Yes, rain season is starting here, and it brings along with it power failures.
Oh, we had that in Croatia. It sucked.
Well, we had those tornadoes that came through with just massive winds up to 60 miles an hour, and it ripped the cable that attaches our internet. Didn't tear it off. It ripped it away from it, and then water got into it. And it just killed the fucking cable. And by the way, if I didn't say welcome to the show better, welcome to the show, Lisa. Glad you joined us. I hope you subscribe and join us on our chats. We do a show 10 o'clock in the morning Central Time in the Midwest on Mondays, and Central Time, which is 11 o'clock Eastern, and earlier for Mountain and Pacific, or as my stepdaughter say, specific time. That's a good point, Slasher Fred. That's an interesting point. But I think really what it is, I think she's terrified of something happening to Mike Myers, and that's why she wants to have him around her all the time. There, once they go to the hotel, she's really afraid because this is when something happens.
She's afraid that he's gonna leave her.
Yep, like the others. She doesn't know. She has
They are
no
dead.
idea her sister
That it's her
murdered these
sister.
people.
Yeah. She's living with her, for fuck's sake. She does not know.
What I like about her is she looks like the kind of women that Mike Mignola draws.
Who?
Mike Mignola.
No. I know who Mike Mignola is. I mean,
Nancy Travis.
Oh,
Nancy Travis has one of those faces that you would see on one of the females in his books. And LaPaglia, by the way, who does American, in my opinion, pretty well, but he does British even better. And he's fucking Australian. Him and his brother are both actors, and his brother was on that show. Was it called 7 Days or something like that? Where he was able to travel back in time so many days to stop something from happening.
I remember the show, but I don't remember the name of the show.
It didn't last. Nobody's fucking watching it. That's the problem we had back when a lot of good shows were coming on there in the late 90s going into the early 2000s, where they weren't really a network show. They belonged to a studio, and the studios would put them out there anytime. Like Star Trek Next Generation was the same way. A lot of people don't know that it was one of those shows that you actually didn't know your local time when it would be on. But eventually, after season 2, it became more regular because it was a hit. But other shows died because they weren't marketed correctly and they were put on networks at weird times. And one of those was that series with LaPaglia's brother.
We just went through the scene where he asked her to marry him, and she says no, and he says, please. I found that funny.
Please?
At his parents' anniversary at that. You don't propose on events like that. But,
why not?
Yeah, his actor brother is Jonathan. That's it.
You
Sorry.
don't steal the spotlight on occasions like that. First, and
Well,
secondly, you propose in private and not in front of a lot of people.
Oh well, yeah, that's a potential embarrassment waiting to happen, but yeah. Okay, let me pause it.
I got it, buddy. So that's Jonathan LaPaglia, Anthony's brother, and
He has weird eyes.
I don't know. It's his color is odd. He's got hazel eyes. They're grayish blue on the outside and greenish brown on the inside. But he had that one season. It was 7 days. Dang it! I pulled that out of the fucking drawer. An ex-CIA was appointment for a government organization dedicated to time traveling to correct errors that occurred in the previous week.
I saw like 2 episodes of that show and wasn't bad, but didn't hook me.
It got 3 seasons. It got the same amount of seasons as Star Trek, but didn't have as many episodes. It's because we don't do as many episodes per season as we used to. So it only got 66 episodes. And you need 76 to be able to, what do they call that?
Syndication.
Syndicate. And that was the other word. That's the word I was looking for, syndication, because these shows were syndicated. Shows like 7 Days, they didn't belong to a specific network at the time. And it's sad. It's really sad. So anyway, let's get the film strip back up. There we go.
Anima, could you get the thing?
You want me to take over?
Oh, she got hers. You want to take over?
Yeah.
All right, I'm pausing there. What time are we at? I can't read the time. It's not giving me a time.
56.
Okay, go ahead and do it. And
yeah, better safe than sorry. I like this scene.
Oh, hold on.
Even LaPaglia was in Scottish garment.
No, not share screen. Stupid. I'm not used to doing this. Video file.
Yes. So I remove mine.
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
And there we go.
Yeah, the show started in 1998. I just saw that. 7 days. And it was just like the other ones. It was UPN. And if you got UPN, fine, but they would they would syndicate some of these shows out. And they just, I don't know how they survived, some of them.
If you think about Vindicated, Stains, that's not a comic book. That's
I think that
graphic novel.
John's making a joke, honey.
I hope so.
Isn't your book called Syndicated Ink?
Yeah, but he calls it a comic book, and it's not what
Hey,
it
we
is.
got the man and woman here, the husband and wife. We got John and Lady V on the chat. That's awesome. Love you guys.
He's been waiting for her. He was happy when she finally joined the chat. Ooh, that seems
John,
funny.
if you want to video chat with me after the show, I can give you a look at some of the book. I can just show you all the pages so far. I won't let you read them. I want you have to wait for that. But I'll let you look at the artwork. She's fucking grabbing his ass.
She's so grabby.
Dad doesn't give a shit. He's just singing.
He's having a good time. And when the piper passes out, he's like, we have a piper down. Repeat, piper down. Like he's in the military.
He's doing the song by Rod Stewart. You're in my heart. You're in my soul. To bagpipes. And then he tells him solo, but the guy does a solo and he passes out because he's blowing so hard.
Yes, we have a piper who's down.
Piper down. Piper down.
It's all right. He's just pissed.
Funny, man.
There's a lot of drinking at Scottish weddings, I imagine.
Irish, Scottish, probably German too.
Dude, I worked at a couple of Croatian weddings. I don't ever want to do that again.
Imagine I don't know. I doubt they drink much at Parisian marriages because their noses are so high in the air.
I don't know, but Croatian weddings, man, I had to drag grown-ass men to the side because they were so drunk they just fell asleep on the lawn, and I had to get them out of the way.
Yeah, I don't want to say that Parisians are so self-absorbed and snooty, but they do have to go inside during rainstorms because I heard one died from drowning in it when water got in his nose because it was so high.
Oh my!
I wish you wouldn't generalize like that. I'm sure there's nice people in Paris.
Good luck finding them.
Yeah, you just didn't meet them. Maybe because you're an asshole.
I never
you
met
only
them.
assholes.
I was a nice kid. I really was. I was funny. But
you say fucked up shit as a kid.
I was very sweet, and I really liked meeting people when I was a kid.
Unless they were German.
Oh yeah, loud Germans, obnoxiously loud. They were just like laughing and just I was trying to enjoy my fucking breakfast. I've been awake for like half an hour. I hadn't had my coffee yet, even though I didn't drink coffee when I was 13. Just one of those mornings, and they annoyed me, so I did that.
Yeah, there's this rumor that bagpipes were given to the Scots by the British and they still haven't figured out it was a joke.
Yeah, that's one I've told to Brian a few times. It's like all a Scotsman is an Irishman that didn't learn to swim.
Yeah, right.
I love that's a Porsche like the one your dad has, isn't it?
I don't know. But yeah, the one I showed you.
I think this is the same model. I think this is the same model your dad has, but his is yellow.
Yeah, and I showed Martin the photo too, and he loved it. That's a Porsche built in '58. My dad likes old cars.
No, it's not the same. It's not the same.
I don't see enough of it to judge, and I don't know enough of cars. No, it's not the same.
Right there.
No,
What is that then?
I don't know.
You're European. You should know all the cars.
I know shit about cars, and you know that.
What are you good for?
I'm good for nothing. You should have picked that up by now.
Gary,
Yeah.
Gary, after you have said that poignant comment, you should read this to be prepared for the future.
That's right.
Yeah, I love it when women are the killers. Oh, yeah.
I don't think I ever said that, but Bush was having a go at me earlier.
He had to go at me. It just happens. Now this is the scene where he's gonna go save him, and he's yelling at him, and he calls him Paisan or Paisan. You know, kick your ass to Milan, back to Milan.
You spaghetti bending Italian ass. That's what he says. No, I think that's the scene that you have
Carmen,
clipped.
you think that's the Carmen Gia? Because that's what I said. I still get confused of whether it's the old Carmen Gia.
You're both. Yeah, that's it. Volkswagen Carmen Gia.
That's what he's saying, and you're correcting us. Yeah, it's the
No,
Carmen Gia.
he said Carmen Gia, and the first thing that I see is Volkswagen, and then I clicked on it, and it gave me the full name. I had no idea there's a Volkswagen with that name.
Then why don't you just wait till you know before he's like, no. Oh, wait, yeah.
Because I'm doing fucking research on my phone, which is slow as fuck when I'm on StreamYard. Fuck off.
Yes, women are responsible for life and death, all at the same time.
They are silent.
I used to play with this one girl. I'm still friends with her on Xbox, and not on Xbox. We're friends on Facebook, and she was so fucking funny, but she was batshit crazy. And her favorite thing to do in the game is to only carry knives and creep around and stab people in the back, or do the finish move where you can grab them and slit their throat.
Yeah, dude.
And I gave her the nickname. I whenever she would jump on, I said, "Hey, it's Stabby McStabs a lot." That was her nickname, McStabs a lot.
Oh, here goes those things. 2 F-bombs in one sentence. Yes, I do that sometimes.
Now I like this. That's the dude that's been on a lot of shows. He's been on I just forgot the name of it. The Office. He was on The Office a little bit. He made appearances on so many comedy shows. He's so good. He's a good actor. Been around for a while. And I love what he keeps saying, the little underhanded, backhanded comments that he's making to Mike Myers. And Mike Myers only half paying attention to what's going on.
Because she's distracting him, because she's so distant all of a sudden, and then
He's angst-filled.
yeah. Because she knows what's usually happening on her honeymoon. That's also why she's so weird at the wedding. She's so distanced. She really loves him, but
yeah, it takes her a minute to say, "I do."
Yeah.
Because she's reading.
The Charles Grodin has, in my opinion, probably the best cameo in this film, and it's coming up when he has to fly there. His pilot is Stephen Wright, the comedian. Anima doesn't understand him. She didn't get his jokes. I love Stephen Wright.
What do you mean I didn't get his jokes?
You did not like his jokes. I showed you some of his stuff, and I don't like him. He's weird. I don't like the way he delivers those things. It's not funny. I don't like
stand-up comedy. I mean, I thought I didn't get something in this movie.
And I'm a big Stephen Wright fan. I love him. Oh, you can see the bandage.
Yeah,
right there.
There it is. There it is. And I didn't pick that up when we watched it because of all the talcum powder or whatever that is. But yeah, that's the fingertip that she cut off because Mike Myers made her laugh too much. He taught her a lot of improvisation doing this movie.
She's one of those classic beauties. She has that look like anywhere in time. Victorian.
She reminds me of Alex from 1923.
Renaissance. She could play character anywhere.
Oh yeah,
there's Stephen Wright.
She could do historical. characters. He's fucked up with a pilot like that. You've done this before, right? And he says, yeah, I have. I have never done this at night. And then he falls asleep.
I love the pilot.
This is one of his jokes. I love this one. I put instant coffee in the microwave oven and almost went back in time.
Yeah, I'm not getting that kind of humor.
Observation humor. Here's some. If everything seems to be going well, you've obviously overlooked something.
Okay, that's funny. That's Murphy's Law
Here's
kind of funny.
His cultural reference here, joke. I accidentally put my car key into my house door. I drove it around for a while and then parked it on the highway and told everyone to get out of my driveway. It's insane. I love his fucking comedy, man. And it's not him, but it's the kind of style of joke that he did. I bought dehydrated water, but I didn't know what to mix it with.
Oh, God.
And that might have been one of his jokes, but I've always liked that joke. Nancy is like a 1990s version of Mary Pickford. And they had another actress that kind of resembles her, an
Who's
Italian
Mary
bird.
Pickford?
An Italian classic silent film star. She's the one I told you did her own stunts on that river with the ice.
Oh, yeah, that was crazy.
She had an affair with Douglas Fairbanks. They even had a tunnel they buried between their two mansions. And the mansions are referred to as the Pickford mansions for his name and her name together. And I think he was one that's still married, trying to divorce his wife. Catholic shit. Bogart had the same problem with the Catholic marriage. Can I have your attention? I have a new announcement. Mr. and Mrs. Seymour Levinson. They're married. Yay, everybody. And they do the classic.
No, they have the anniversary. They went there for the honeymoon and now they are back and have their like 20-something anniversary.
Oh, that's right.
And
they start singing the song, Happy Anniversary, Happy Anniversary, Happy Anniversary, Happy Anniversary. Happy,
no,
happy,
that's
happy,
his
happy,
family.
happy
No, Gary. That is his family doing it at his parents' anniversary.
Oh,
it's not
Broken Blossoms had the ice-breaking waterfall scene. The movie. Why has Mike Myers never played Michael Myers? Because he's not big enough. He's too small. He was not threatening. Now, I like she's wearing that Chinese blouse. That's my daughter had a bunch of those. I
love the picture you sent me last night. It's so
Darlene,
cute of you.
A friend of mine from childhood, sent her one from Hawaii, along with a really cool hula skirt. And so Zoe loved the hula skirt, but she loved the blouses that she sent her and her daughters. And so Zoe just wanted that all the time. So I'd buy them for her. I found through Amazon, I think. I can't remember. I think it was Amazon where I bought her all of her outfits. My daughter really was fashion conscious in her own way without being annoying.
She always had her
weird.
style.
But she loved that Chinese blouse. It looks good on her. And Zoe just looks, she's so pretty. Did you see her new photo on her Facebook page that she posted? That's why that boy started writing her.
No, I haven't been on Facebook.
Because she posted that new photo.
Just in Messenger.
Yeah, hold on. I'll find it real quick.
No, let's finish the show first. Show me later.
Yeah, we are. I'm going to find it and then we can show it. That scene. Okay, let me play the clip. Pause the slideshow. All right, there we go.
Pause.
Here comes the clip.
Excuse me, sir. I'm with the San Francisco Police Department. This is official police business. I would like to commandeer this vehicle. No.
Yeah, then he goes, I happen to know that you have no right to commandeer this car. And he's like, oh, please. And he says, no.
And so he ends up driving him. So he's in the passenger seat, and no matter what he wants. And then when he gets out, he says, all right, I'm going to go in here for just a few minutes. Can you wait? Because I have
and he just drives
person I need to arrest. I need to bring him down here and put him in your car. And as he's talking, he just drives the fuck away. He just starts driving it. It's like, no.
I really like that we went over this. When he takes the phone call of Tony, And Tony tells him, and he's like, "What do I do?" And the old guy next to him says, "You'll know what to do when it comes
You'll
to
know
that."
too when the moment comes.
Yeah.
You'll know what to do.
Oh, that's the wedding chair. That's terrifying. I would not want to do this.
Yeah, I would never do that. I would never
No.
do that. That's just too fucking weird for me. I don't want people lifting me up off the ground. Because I've had that happen in the past where like friends pick me up. I'm like, you can put me down now. Please don't do that. No, I'll just fuck it around. You can fuck around in many ways, but don't pick me up.
I'm a tiny person, so people are tempted to do that, and I fucking hate it. Except for when Gary does it, then it's funny.
Well, I'm a giant, first of all. And that's part of the reason it bugs me. Because if you drop me, I don't want to fall. I'm very conscious about.
I don't want to fall, but I don't mind when you pick me up. You manhandled the shit out of me, and it was funny.
Oh, when I scooped you up?
Yeah.
Even as old as I am, I'm still got powerful arms. So here's the axe scene. This is so fucking funny. What are you doing? Give me the axe. And this is when it is revealed that it is her sister. She shows up in a raincoat.
Yeah, a white plastic raincoat, and she plays crazy so well. I love that scene. That's the best part of the movie, I think, when she's chasing him on the roof and everything. And what freaked me was when
whoever did the subtitles was English.
He's hanging off of that roof, and she goes for his one hand, and he barely takes it off in time. And then he looks down to the ground instead of keeping his eyes on the fucking axe. And what really had me is when she accidentally steps on his fingers and he lets out a noise, and she knows he's there and turns her foot, crushing his fingers. I'm like, no.
Guys, I'll be back.
Okay.
Alrighty.
That's the musician in me. But shit happens to fingers, I'm out.
So you see it there?
What?
Favorite has a U in it.
That's how I spelled it.
I know. It's European in England, and I'm going to bet that this was probably somebody from the UK that did the subtitles.
I think the Aussies spell it like that too.
Darling?
I prefer that spelling, to be honest. It looks better.
Yeah, but it changes the enunciation to favorite rather than just saying favorite.
It doesn't. It's still favorite. It's just spelled differently. And I think it comes closer to the pronunciation, actually.
Oh, yeah, she writes that note for him.
I came back and my audio is fucked, so I have to leave. I'll be back, guys.
Okay. That's StreamYard, changing stuff while you're doing
So
something.
here we go. So now she has written a note for him that he is leaving, but she's actually planning to kill him. But now her sister knows because she's in that slatted closet.
And she's not supposed to be in the room when she does that.
I did not get to see this in the theater. I had to wait because I was in the military at the time. So I got to see it on video. I rented it.
I'm surprised I didn't do that because that came out right before I moved to that place close to the video store where I rented a lot of VHS tapes because I couldn't sleep. So I like to have stuff on and watch it until I fall asleep. And that could be
Canada does it because they're pretentious snobs too.
Fuck off. No, they just like pretty spelling instead of ugly American spelling.
I like that she says Canada does it too.
Yeah. But it's Canadian. The people who live there are the Canadians. Well, Mike is a Canadian.
Canadians?
Yeah, Mike is a Canadian.
If they don't know shit about movies, but if they do, they're Canadians.
No, what Mike says is Canadistan.
Why? Because they're liberal now? Come on. But yeah, Canadian comes from David Hewlett, who is known to fans as...
There, I just posted it. It's official. Canadians are Canadian nerds.
Yeah. Well, Canadian comes from David Hewlett, and he is in Stargate Atlantis.
Well, it means the same thing.
Yeah, but
That's why he's saying
it. That's why I'm using it, because I heard it from
But
him.
I'm just telling you, that's what that means. It means exactly what I'm saying. Canadian nerds, Canadians. Yeah, I love this scene where she steps on his foot accidentally. Then because he goes like that, she turns to him, and then she crunches his fingers even harder.
I cringed at that. That made me feel so bad. I feel shit like that.
I'm sorry it has to end this way, Charlie. I really liked you.
She's so crazy.
Okay, give me a clear shot to your head.
Wow, Stains.
I don't see that happening ever. Kanik, I like that.
Well, you guys are in so much trouble up there in Canada, man, right now. It's like your election went weird. It went weird. Like the 2020 election went weird in a way that's like, wait a minute. That's not possible. But they're saying there's no such thing as it. Like almost every week, somebody official gets arrested here in the U.S. for vote tampering. And a bunch of people this week were arrested. Was it Colorado? I think it was Colorado for voter tampering. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, Gambit, you know what movie that comes from too. You better know what movie that's from. Write it down. I need to know, Gambit, that you know where that phrase "weird" comes from.
Do I know that? Because I don't.
No,
think I do.
because I don't know if you've seen the movie.
Yeah, it happens. There are movies.
What are we? The regular show now?
Shut the fuck up.
Anybody who knows that show gets it.
Well, I sure don't.
Yeah.
But you have daughters.
Stop making us look stupid.
Oh my God, she kicks him in the crotch and then he kicks her in the crotch. It's so fucking funny. Because she goes, oh.
I hate it when he's sliding down that roof and then gets stopped by that pipe. I felt that and I don't even have a junk. Shit like that, man. I feel that.
And
So what movie is it from then? Gambit isn't going to tell us, so you have to.
Wait, he's answering.
I will tell you right now. Get ready for it.
No, he just put it in.
UHF.
Oh, it's in there too, but the weird made me think of another movie.
Which one's that?
Here, hold on. Classic John Candy. Pull the screen down for just a second. Oh, wait, let it in, and then I'll play it. It's a little film, and it's John Candy that delivers the line.
Yeah, that last one is weird that he does. Where he refers to Rose as a happy bird in her cage, no longer angry and shit like that. It's so weird what he does.
Yeah, I hate this kind of beatnik style of poetry.
I do
Just
too.
so good.
I don't think it's funny, and I don't think it's any good.
I think the one part that cracks me up every single time is when he says,
"Get me off of this
"Help me,
thing
Jane.
called love." Yeah.
Get me off of this thing called
Yeah.
life." The way he doesn't
Yeah.
pose it like a question was funny to me. And that's it. That's the movie right there.
I had fun with this.
So here's the clip. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
What if I say no?
It was so wonderful. Weird stuff.
There he said it.
What are you doing here?
Weird.
What? Please, lady, don't. Put your clothes back on. It's weird.
It's from Little Shop of Horrors. I love John Candy.
Oh, I haven't seen that in a while.
I cried so hard the night he died. I was at a pub in Illinois, and the Irish band, what were they called? Oh my God. Give me a sec. They were the band in Backdraft.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Backdraft came out in
The
'96.
Pokes. The Pokes.
No, it's an Irish. They're also in another film with Madeline Stowe when she's blind and has surgery, and she's given donated eyes. The Drovers is the name of the band. Yeah, and they made the announcement that John Candy was dead because they were from Chicago, and they knew him and partied with him a lot. So they were playing in at the pub, and God damn it, started playing a song that was his favorite song, and I started like bawling into my Guinness. John Candy dead. No more John Candy comedy. Yeah, Little Shop of Horrors. That's the movie. Yes, '86. I showed a clip. Are you not watching us, Gibbet?
Maybe we're in the background.
Maybe he didn't see us. I don't know. He might be listening to us and not watching. So yeah, it's from Little Shop of Horrors with John Candy. He does that scene where he's Wink Winkendale, the radio show guy. Little Shop. I love that they got Levi Stubbs to do the voice of Audrey too. Snow White's reference to Prince Charming was funnier.
What's that about?
I don't know. What are we talking about, Lady V?
Oh.
Lisa posted again. I like the naked Mike Myers for support. Weird stuff. It's much easier to guess after you have the answer.
That's referring to
me.
Gambit's Little Shop of Horrors. Yeah, Gary gave the answer. Then you posted.
Gambit might be watching us and he might be behind us. He's like at a different time. So I don't know. Put your clothes back on for peep's sake. My guess, Little Shop of Horrors. Yep. So here we go. Did I end the thing?
What thing?
What thing?
I did. I ended it.
Oh, the poll. Yeah, you did a while ago. And you gave us the numbers. She made a Mike Myers puzzle. That is so cool.
We got this new thing. I don't know. Would people enjoy this? Share screen. It deals with make Super Chat more fun with a goal. Set a goal, engage with your audience in a new way. Once you reach your goal, celebrate with your community. What? I don't know.
To put that on stage, Gary?
We can maybe do that for my birthday.
Yeah, we
should. Somebody would do that because there it is. Because when I ended the thing, this is what popped up after I ended the Q&A. I don't know. Would people be interested in that, like doing something? I don't know.
My problem with super chats is that YouTube is cheating you out of your money because they're not giving.
Oh, I don't care.
That you should get.
Yeah, I don't care. It is what it is.
If you're gonna have fun with that, why not? Lisa, are you an artist?
It sounds like she is.
Yeah, please let us know. Because Gary here is an artist as well.
Yeah, if you got some artwork you'd like us to share, any of you guys, if you guys are artists out there, send it. We'll post it on the show.
Yeah, send it to us through the socials, like Twitter, Facebook, whatever.
This is the weirdest one. Look at that. It said I was at 300 only a couple of minutes ago, and then it suddenly dropped back to normal. It was getting a false reading.
Yeah, that must have been a false reading.
Oh yeah. This is the email sent to you. And Martin, I gave you a long time with the password, but you need to add at it and check it because we get a lot of messages. Dangerous nerds at gmail.com. I should create a Pop Culture Minefield Gmail.
Yeah, you should, because that's your primary email account, and you get so many emails every day. We should have one for PCM.
I tell you what, let me give you my personal email for right now. And I don't mind people having it. I have a spam filter.
Get flooded with emails. So it
well,
makes
a lot of it's stuff I subscribe to. So it's just, I subscribe to stuff. And I don't mind the updates, but I do end up with probably about 100 to 150 emails a day.
I could not do that.
But I get any spam gets filtered out.
Newsletters
but
are spam.
I get a lot of news updates, a lot of updates about features on certain sites that I've got I'm signed up with. Yeah, John Candy was something else, Gambit. He really was. I love that guy. I love the movie Uncle Buck. I love that movie. When he's sitting there across from that principal at that school, or social worker at the school, she's got a giant mole in his face, and he can't stop focusing on that hair sticking out. Hey, speaking of what is it called? Canadians? Canadian nerds? Canadian nerds. Canadians, that's it. Canadians. There he is. The number one Canadian is Mike. And I need to do some Phil Hartman stuff because he's one of those people I really fucking loved. And I told you guys, I loved him so much. It's the only time Blade Zone has ever been down. I pulled the site down and put up just a black screen on the opening page that said Phil Hartman and the birth and death date. Rest in peace. I've never done that for anybody else. Phil Hartman was something else. He hit something with me. And John Candy's the same way. I think John Candy is the only other famous person that I love so much that I cried when they died. And the other one was Gene Roddenberry. Yeah, Uncle Buck's good stuff, Gambit. I like the golf club scene. He's there to watch over the kids for his brother and his wife. Autism support with Mike Myers. Oh, that's great.
I didn't know he was doing that.
It was so shocking to find out that I'm on the spectrum. And apparently, even though I don't suffer from some of the things, like I can recognize emotions on people's face. I can read faces really well. But if you say something to me with no smirk or no tone, I will take it seriously. And I've had friends that take advantage of that shit with me all the time to fuck with me. I take people literally. I'm a very literal person.
You need to be
myself.
fucked with, Gary. You deserve that.
Yeah. That scene also, Steve Martin delivers more fucks than any movie. He just says fuck. Oh, that was funny. That was funny. I love Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. We already covered that one. Tom was here, and we covered it with Tom.
And I had the number. I knew how often he said fuck in that scene, but I forgot.
Yeah, there's a number. You can look it up. Just put in Steve Martin, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, fuck. And I bet you it'll tell you.
Just go to IMDb.
Hopefully you don't get too many dick pics after giving that out. I've never had anybody send me a dick pic. And thank God. I've sent other people dick pics, but it's usually like Dick Burton or Dick Nixon. And I'll write, I'm sending you a dick pic, and then I'll send like Dick Nixon or Dick Burton. I think it's funny to do that. D. Bud Martin. Please, and I don't mean this. I do not mean it. Please send me your dick pics. I need them.
Yeah, you liked it when you were in the military and somebody shoved that dick in your face, waking you up, having you look at it.
That
there
came
you
out
go.
so wrong.
There you go. There you go. I love that movie. I do. And what's funny is Anima she didn't like Steve Martin. But then she started watching this stuff with Steve Martin that I like. And she started liking Steve Martin.
Well,
and we have to start, because we did watch one episode, didn't we? Together. I've seen all of them. But Only Murders in the Building.
We watched a couple episodes. Are you kidding? We watched a couple.
And you got into it, and I was like, yeah, we got to go back to that
totally.
show, because I really do enjoy that show. Because we were going to do one about it, but then we changed it back to movies. Because I just felt like the TV shows wasn't bringing in an audience. And we stay consistently at this. You can't see it, but I can see it. Martin can see it. We stay pretty consistent with these kinds of movies, talking about them. And what surprised me is how many people come to watch Military Monday. And that makes me very happy that people are enjoying Military Monday.
That show gets the best numbers.
Well, it's my favorite show to do, because I
Mine too.
love talking about military films. I have not, and I'm going to tell you right now, John, I don't think Anima's going to like that movie, but she'll watch it.
Yeah, when has that
But
ever
I
stopped
guarantee
you from
you she's
setting
go-
up a show, Gary?
Stop, honey. So I'm guaranteeing you this is going to happen. It's going to happen at the garage scene with the sniper. And she's going to say, this is so silly. It's so stupid. It's not funny. And that's what's going to happen.
It's not like you never made me watch a movie and do a show when I hated the movie. That never happened, ever. Come on.
What I always ask is, even if you dislike a film, look at the trivia, focus on the trivia, and focus on the production.
I don't
And
wanna.
go at it that way. It's like, if you don't like a movie, at least know something about it. And then we can talk about it. And you don't have to go into much, because I think it's important to say, I didn't like this film, and then point out the reasons why you didn't like it, and then be done with it, and then move on and start talking about the movie production and what inspired Carl Reiner and Steve to write this movie that way. And I thought it was just funny that Nathan, what's his name? Nathan. Oh my God, I forgot his name. Let me look it up. The jerk. I love the name of the character. All right, there we go. Steve Martin played Navin. And it's so funny that he's not aware he's white because he was raised by a black family. And he can't understand why he doesn't have rhythm. Because they'll start doing a song and he'll be snapping off beat and stomping his foot wrong. It's funny as hell. That just cracks me up. A film that I know she probably won't enjoy much, but I think she'll survive it, is another favorite of mine, is The Man with Two Brains.
Yeah, I love that one.
Dr.
Waiting for us to do
It's
this.
Dr. Hold on. It's Dr. Hoffar and Anne O'Mahay. The story about a guy who falls in love with a brain that belonged to a woman.
That's
And
what
ends up
anime
putting
is
her
not gonna
brain
like.
in his murderous, evil wife's head. He ends up putting the brain in there. So it's a fun film. I love that movie. He says, "What are they saying?" Because he goes in there and you're all the people making this noise. He says, "They are murmuring. You can murmur if you like," and then it gets louder. Murmur, 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 murmur. So dumb. But I don't know. You kind of enjoyed the black and white film. You ended up kind of enjoying that one, where he's a detective. Dead Men Don't Wear Plaid.
Dead men were not played.
Yeah, I just said that. But thank you. Dead Men Don't Wear Plaid. It's classic. I love the integration of old movie scenes into a new movie. And having him react to what's said by the old actor, and then finding a way for him to say something for the scene with the old actor in it to react to. I just loved that. I thought that was brilliant. And it was also Edith Head's last film. She was the one who designed She designed costume for Bogart, Bacall. Everybody wore Edith Head's clothing in movies. I think it's a lot of fun. My favorite moment in that film is oddly that weird scene at the beginning of the car accident. And the little girl comes onto the scene and she starts like, I think that it's a closed cerebral hematoma. And he goes, really? You think it's that? And then he quizzes her like she's supposed to be a doctor. Well, I don't know. And he goes, you don't know. You don't know. Little girl. It is just flat out wacky. It is absolutely check your brain at the door kind of film. Even though I think some of the comedy is high comedy. It's just, it's written to be silly. And I think we need a little silly in life. I think it makes things a little better. So
yeah, but when it gets too silly, I'm not entertained.
Where's that borderline at for you?
You know where it is. You know exactly where it is.
This is Mr. Montgomery. I met him a few weeks ago in New York.
Oh, how are you? You live here?
Yes.
Well, maybe you know what a zombie is.
When a person dies and is buried, it seems there's certain voodoo priests who have the power to bring him back to life.
How horrible.
It's worse than horrible because a zombie has no will of his own. You see them sometimes walking around blindly with dead eyes, following orders, not knowing what they do, not caring.
You mean like Democrats?
I love that clip. That is from the movie Ghostbreakers, and Ghostbreakers was actually a name Ghostbusters considered using. And for those Canardians, there you go. And one last time.
Hello, everyone. I am a park ranger, and I will be leading you on the tour. All of the park rangers here at Alcatraz were at one time guards, myself included. My name is John Johnson, but everyone here calls me Vicky.
That's a hell of a Johnson.
Yeah, nerds.
Yeah, so it's time to get the hell out of here, guys. I appreciate everybody coming here today. I want to thank, let me get in here. Gambit 1987, Snortopoopas Cuber, Jacob the Critic, who's a good friend of mine in real life. We've hung out. In fact, I bought my chest of drawers from him, from his sister. When she was moving, and she couldn't use her chest of drawers anymore, so I bought them from him.
Do you still have it?
No. I gave it away. When I moved, I had to give it away. Courtney was here, of course. Slasher Fred, Andy Morrow, D. Bud Martin, Sander Hammerslag, Todd Jones. It's not unusual to be loved by anyone.
I love that song.
Joe. I did too. Wade, of course, was here. It's always good to see Wade. And my dear friend, Zax, who used to be our producer on the show. I love it when he pops in the chat. I wish he would come on the show. I just love him so much.
I do too.
Lisa Wolf is new here. I hope you keep coming back, Lisa. God bless you. I'm glad you do the autism thing. That's really awesome. Read by Nature, Max Demon, and of course, John Osteen is here.
Mike was here too.
Wait a minute. Yeah, I don't see his name. There it is. Comic Relief Crusader at the very bottom. And we did get, did I say Lady V? Because I didn't see her listed.
Oh, no, it's not listed.
It's not listed. So Lady V was here. So we had both of the Ostains here, which is Ostains. So it's always good to see you guys. Love you guys. And let's see. Any other last comments? Nope. I am definitely going to add, I think I'm going to add The Man with Two Brains before The Jerk. Because I love The Jerk. I get The Jerk. It's a good film. But I definitely love The Man with Two Brains. Ghost Mode. Oh, Lady V, it's always good to see you. Thank you so much. And thank you and your husband for all your support.
I like that avatar. That looks very cool.
That's her, isn't it? I think that's you, isn't it, Lady V? Somebody told me that was you.
Yeah, Rocket Kitty wants me to get off
Are
my
you
computer.
Yeah, get off the computer, play with me.
Yeah, I'm awake. I need attention.
Oh, there we go. We got a confirmation, but under a filter. But it's still, someone told me that was you. One of my friends told me that was
It
you.
looks very cool.
And John, John, I was told this is John.
I hope that is not his.
Yeah, I hope so too.
John's really a good-looking guy, but for some reason doesn't take a good picture. And it's always good seeing you too, Mike. I love you, buddy. He's so hot. There you go. And D-Bud, thanks for all the help you did today. Deeply appreciate it, man. We're going to get out of here, say our goodbyes, and I hope everybody has a great weekend. We will be back tomorrow. We're doing a movie. What are we doing tomorrow?
Indiana Jones 3 for the 100th time.
What? That's really does anybody really know that movie? I don't think that's very popular. Maybe we shouldn't do it.
That's the best of the bunch. Are you kidding?
I have Dial of Destiny if you need it.
Fuck off.
Destiny.
And Mike, I hope your interview went well. Because he has a job interview today, or had. So I hope that went well.
Absolutely. And I'll leave you with this moment of Zen before I hit the credits. So if you want to say bye, guys, say bye now.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Two monkey hookers and a racist dwarf.
This episode is brought to you by Racist Dwarf Coalition.